The Magical Fish, A Tale of Wishes. By the sea lived a fisherman and his kind wife, known for their gentle hearts. They cherished each other's company and found joy in the simplest of moments. Their lives were humble yet fulfilling, spending days mending nets and gathering the ocean's bounty. The sound of waves and the scent of saltwater were their constant companions. One fateful day, the fisherman cast his net and caught a magical talking fish. The fish's scales shimmered like jewels, and its voice was soft yet powerful. "Please, spare my life," the fish pleaded. "In return, I will grant you one wish, anything your heart desires." The fisherman listened, astonished by the offer. Moved by compassion, the fisherman released the fish without asking for anything. He felt a deep sense of fulfillment, knowing he had done a good deed. The fisherman returned home, eager to share his extraordinary encounter with his kind wife. She listened intently, her eyes widening in surprise and curiosity as he recounted the talking fish's promise. Though she appreciated her husband's generosity, the wife couldn't help but imagine the possibilities. She suggested he return to the sea and ask the magical fish for a nicer house, one that matched their dreams. Reluctantly, the fisherman made his way back to the shore, calling out to the magical fish. As the fish resurfaced, it listened to his request and agreed to grant the wish. Upon returning home, the fisherman and his wife found a cozy cottage where their humble hut once stood. Their hearts swelled with gratitude as they settled into their new abode. However, as time passed, the wife began to yearn for more. She persuaded her husband to ask the fish for a grand castle, believing it would bring them even greater happiness. The fish granted the fisherman's wish, transforming their cozy cottage into a grand castle. Tall towers and lush gardens surrounded them, and the wife reveled in their newfound splendor. Despite the luxury, the wife soon grew restless. Her ambition knew no bounds, and she desired to be queen. Reluctantly, the fisherman returned to the fish with her latest request. The fish granted the wish, and the wife became queen of the land. She wore regal robes and commanded great respect, but her hunger for power only intensified. As queen, the wife's ambition soared further. She wanted to be emperor, ruling over vast territories. The fisherman, though hesitant, asked the fish once more. The fish granted the wish, and the wife became emperor, wielding immense power. Yet her greed continued to grow, leaving her yearning for even more dominion. The wife's insatiable greed led her to demand the ultimate power. She wanted to be ruler of the universe, believing nothing less could satisfy her endless ambition and desire for control. The fisherman, weighed down by sadness and guilt, approached the magical fish once more. With a heavy heart, he relayed his wife's latest, grandest wish, feeling the burden of her insatiable greed. The fish, now visibly angry, listened to the fisherman's plea. Displeased by the wife's endless demands, it decided enough was enough and prepared to teach them both a harsh lesson. With a swift flick of its tail, the fish revoked all the wishes. The grand castle, the royal crown, and the emperor's throne vanished, leaving them back in their old hut by the sea. Humbled and in their modest home again, the fisherman and his wife realized their folly. They learned to be content with what they had, appreciating their simple yet fulfilling life by the sea.